What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BZG's Talking Shit. My name is Barrett Courtney. As always, I am your host. And here, joined with me, are my great co-hosts and even better friends, the bisexist from Texas, Henry Montiero. What's up, Henry? How you doing?
Start the rub down.
No! In between us is the guy starting the rub down, the chunky punk, Ricky Baldestan. What's up, Ricky? How you doing today?
I'm not starting the rub down. You're starting the rub
What am I rubbing down, Dad?
Me!
No!
Other
Do
dad.
it!
Do it!
Just no.
No, let's not start that one. Let's go on.
If you don't know what we do here, Talking Shit, one of us brings in a topic of discussion, and then we talk some shit about it. And today's topic comes from Henry.
Anime sucks.
Okay, that's not the topic.
All right, your topic next. Let's go.
Henry, what did you want to talk about today? Just give me 1 second. You can talk about the topic. I just need to get up for a second.
I knew it was going to happen.
I wanted to talk about fan bases suck. I hate fan bases.
I have a feeling we've talked about this, haven't we? Or we just talk about it that much?
I think we just talk about it that much. I don't think. Let me. If this takes a while, I'm gonna look through. Talk amongst yourselves about fan bases. I'm gonna look through all of our videos.
You
and
like
see.
anime?
Nah.
No, the actual fucking topic. What are some of the worst fan bases you've ever experienced, Henry?
Horses are kind of cool.
What? Yeah, the horse fan base sucks.
Yeah.
All those 12-year-old girls, fucking pretenders. Speaking of pretenders, Chrissy Hind.
Speaking of horses, I think the My Little Pony fan base needs to fucking stop.
I think it did.
Well, no, the bronies.
When was the last time you heard anything from them?
I mean, they pop up. They still pop up, man. Every once in a while, you hear about something. Like they burned down a house in like Wisconsin.
No,
or,
that's
like,
black metal.
I think we're kind of at that
Right.
point of the brony phase, like we were with like the scene phase, where it was like it just ended and they're kind of a myth among people now. Like, you remember?
They're hiding.
You remember these guys?
And here's another.
Harrison Ford has to go out and hunt them down.
One of the other terrible like fan bases that I was thinking of when you brought this up yesterday was,
Fallout.
anybody who read or saw 50 Shades of Grey and it was like, yeah, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a bad one.
Yeah,
That's a pretty
anybody,
bad one.
anyone.
See, I was gonna say the
Because
Fallout
I
Boy
was like,
fan base.
Fallout?
Fallout Boy.
Oh, Fallout Boy.
Well, see, we're talking about like fan bases in general. It doesn't need to be relevant or anything. It's just anything that was, is, or will be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fallout Boy fan base is like really, really weird.
They get really fanatical about it.
Yeah, and the same with what I thought you said earlier was Fallout.
Yeah.
Because Fallout 4, you and I have a mutual friend where he fucking ridiculed you for not
Yeah.
pre-ordering Fallout 4, and it's like all of these people thought this was the second coming of Christ, and it was Alex O'Neill put it in a great way on Irrational Pod, where he was like, it was gross. The hype for that was gross.
Yeah. It's like he ridiculed me. It's like, you obviously know when it comes to Bethesda, I'm Elder Scrolls more
All the
than
way, yeah.
more
I
than
like my
Fallout.
swords. I don't like my laser.
And it was that bad. Where that didn't even matter. It was like, it's Fallout 4. You don't get it. Why aren't you buying it? Like, fucking buy it. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like game fan bases that were annoying.
Like video game fan bases?
Yeah, since we were just talking about the Fallout 4. I mean the Skyrim, like us, we were
Oh
pretty,
my god,
we
you
were
guys
hella
wouldn't
bad.
Shut the fuck
That's
up.
all we talked about. That's
But
all
I
me and
didn't-
Annie
but-
talked about.
And here's the thing: is like the whole I took an arrow to the knee meme. You guys started that shit, and then it backfired on you because the rest of us started saying it, and then it fucking annoyed all of you.
Yeah.
And I would say that fucking personally to Annie, be like, you know, I used to be something, but then I took an arrow to the knee. And I would say it because I fucking knew she knows I don't play Skyrim because I think it's a dumb game, and it would piss her off
I always thought
to
it was
another
a
level.
dumb meme.
I'm like this to play it when I get home. I'm like this right now. I want to play.
It's like fucking heroin to
It's
you.
like
You're
fucking
like,
heroin.
ah.
Like I was telling you about Fallout 4. Like Fallout 4's heroin. Fallout 4 is a heroin. Skyrim's
Is
a
it a heroin?
Skyrim's
a
the better
heroin.
heroin.
Oh.
Skyrim's a better
I mean, there's
heroin.
no such thing as a good heroine, but I mean, there are good heroines like Princess Leia, but
We had a topic called overrated shit, where we talked about shit that's overrated.
And we had mentioned
there's a
There's a
difference.
difference.
Yeah.
There's the difference.
We can go
sort of
more
like
into it.
a lot of the fan base for Invader Zim, who
I don't like Invader Zim fans.
yeah, they're just
Grr.
all terrible.
Grr.
Oh my God, we're
Rar.
so seen.
Ger's so funny, rar. He's so wacky. He's so random. He
I'm
says
gonna use-
waffles.
He likes tacos. I like tacos. Oh my god, we're so.
I
I'm
like
Gur.
it.
I'm Gur, and you're Zim.
Oh my God.
You can't be anybody because there's only two main.
My
characters
name's
you need to
Vicky.
Oh,
No, that's
God.
from a Fairly Odd Parents.
My name's
man.
Zoe.
One of the other not this entire fan base, but I want to see what you guys think of this. Are there any real supporters of Ross and Friends? Because I feel like there are
There's a group of people
that
There's a group of people.
like Ross as a person.
It's the same people.
Those
that,
people suck, and those are the people who will fucking bitch about the friend zone on the internet.
I mean,
There's,
there are also.
okay. There's the people. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
There's the people that like Ross, and those people are the same people that say they like Ringo because he's the least popular one.
Fuck
and you're like,
you.
shut up, dude. You know Ringo sucks. Go on.
I was just going to say the people who say that about Ross are probably also the people who ship Jessica Jones and the Purple Man.
Oh my God.
Because that's a thing that happens.
Yeah. Well, you're also on Tumblr a lot, so you know,
Yeah.
you see weird shit.
I hate the Orange is the
What
New
is it?
Black fan base a lot.
Because people do like the whole drawing on the
Yeah.
Tumblrs and shit.
On the Tumblrs. I'm not on Tumblr
I just
anymore, so
fucking
don't
I
know.
write on my Google Doc and then I copy and paste it over to Tumblr and then that's it. I don't fucking stay on there longer.
I'm just glad I got there after the whole Onceler thing.
I don't even want to know what that is.
Anyway, you were saying about Orange is the New
The
Black.
what thing? Wait, no,
This
we'll
is-
talk about it later. We'll talk about it. It is gonna go too deep. I hate Orange is the New Black fans that are really into it, and that's all they talk about, and then they can't wait for the new season because then you start talking about Netflix with them, and then it has to go back to Orange is the New Black for some reason.
Those are called lesbians.
Well, yeah, and we live in San Francisco, but Jesus Christ, can we not talk about it?
I don't hate the fan base
hate
for
the
these
fan
two
bases.
shows that I'm about to mention, but like, I just wish they would amount to better TV shows in their life. The
It's not that
first
you
one-
hate them; it's just that
Why?
just
you
wish
don't
that
like
they
their
could
life
do
choices.
better. They could do so much better. The first show being the L Word. That's such a
God.
fucking disgrace. And
Why are
just
you?
like a
Why?
very bad.
No, I totally
representation.
get what you're saying. Like I was
Yeah.
about to say, why are you watching that show? Why? There's so many better
The hell's
shows.
the L word?
Have you never heard of this show? Oh my God! Every lesbian won't fucking shut up about it ever.
See, I have a lesbian
Go
friend.
go up to a random lesbian on the street of San Francisco and be like, "Hey, how'd you like the last season of the L Word?" And they'll fucking tell you their life
No, you
story.
see, I have a lesbian friend who watches wrestling.
See, that's a butch. And then continue from there.
You're not allowed to say that.
No, I'm not allowed to say that.
That is our word.
That is our
What?
word.
That's the white people word. Seriously, the L Word. It's just like amount to better, man. People, we were talking about this a little bit with like, well, not like specifically this, but like people want better representation of like who they are in like media platforms and all this stuff, but then they accept shit like the L Word. It's like, all right, you bitch and complain, but then you fucking watch that shit all the time and you support that shit. So, I don't know.
Oh my god, I hate that show.
And you said there was
What's
another show.
Yeah, what was the other one?
Oh, I'm part of this fan base, and I just wanted better for myself. It was Entourage.
The Entourage fan base is pretty bad. I'm slowly getting more into Entourage. Very late behind everybody.
The
Like,
show
rest-
ended like fucking 5 years ago.
I like watched
the
it.
movie finally came out this year.
Watched it recently for the first time.
Isn't
and I
Entourage
thought it
just a
was
bunch
funny.
of assholes or assholes?
Yeah.
That's why it's funny though. Like that's
The only
point
good
of the show.
episode, the only like actual like good and quality episode is the one where they punch Seth Green in the face.
Yeah.
It was a fucking phenomenal episode.
Yeah.
So, actually, I want to talk about the thing that made me think of this topic.
Yeah, well, what were you thinking of?
Christianity. Why? Why?
I was waiting for one of us to say it, but no, this is actually
Gets really intense.
I really don't like the Mad Max fan base.
Really?
Okay.
I've never even heard of a Mad Max fan
Okay,
base.
no,
it's
I'm
called
on
Fury Road.
I'm on the boat with Henry, and there is a Mad Max fan base, and they walk into my store all the time, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. The most annoying.
It's divided
Like,
into like two groups.
Who are they? Like, what annoys?
There's
you
the
about
there's
them?
there's the people who all they could talk about is Fury Road, but they never seen any of the other movies or really like understand what
like
Mad Max
pieces of
is.
shit.
Yeah.
That like what Mad Max like actually is.
Yeah.
Which
and,
is Mel Gibson punching people.
Yeah.
and then you have the people who have seen the other ones and appreciate it more, but won't shut up about the new movie either. Right? Those are the two different ones because I get those two.
The thing to me is that it always comes down to them. The only thing they talk about is Furiosa.
Yeah,
and that's
She stole the show, to be honest.
She did. But here's the thing. I'm so like I remember I was playing the Mad Max game and my dad walks in. He says two things. Is Furiosa in this? I say no, and I go, is there a Furiosa game? And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Wait, your dad said there
He asked if there was.
Oh, because you said, and then I went, is there a Furiosa game?
Yeah,
Sorry,
you did say
I was
that.
really,
That
I was
was
really
kinda
confused.
But then I got
I'm
what-
an umber.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just like that annoys me because it's like, I feel like people love Furiosa just because they love the idea of like the woman protagonist in Mad Max. Even though when you really think about it, she's not that great a character on a lot of base character levels because it's like, what is her personality? Like, what are her traits? Anything like that. She's kind of just like a blank slate of like badass womanhood.
Yeah, to be honest, like the one little slight bit of emotion that I actually saw in her was she fell on her knees and started crying, and even that was like too Hugh Jackman for her own good. You know what I mean? It was very like Hugh Jackman fall on my knees screaming no. It's I don't know.
I don't think it
very
was that.
theatrical.
And also now I'm just thinking about how great a movie would be, how great Mad Max Fury Road would be if Furiosa had just been Rita.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love that movie.
Mr. F. Mr. Furiosa.
Oh,
Damn, son.
fuck! Again, don't get me wrong, I do love that movie,
It's a great movie.
but the fan base it shouldn't have been Mad Max fan base. It should have been Furiosa or Fury Road fan base.
Also Tom
specifically.
Hardy fangirls.
Oh God,
What? They're Tom Hardy
This is a
fangirls?
thing.
that's a thing too. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
Have
have,
I
you
been
seen
living
his
under a
MySpace?
I mean, have you get a house? I mean, let's yeah.
I'm like so out of touch with all of this shit. I didn't know there were a fan base for fangirls for Tom Hardy.
At first I thought it was just I get annoyed easily and I make things a fan base, but there really are like people that are into Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
that's a thing.
Trekkies versus Truckers. I don't give a shit. Stop talking.
Wait, what?
Trekkies versus Truckers?
This was a thing back in the 80s.
What? What? I don't know.
So he's talking about the whole like, do you call them the people who are Star Trek fans?
No, there are two different groups, Trekkies and Trekkers.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I think a Trekkie is like old school, like original, and then Trekker is like
Star Trek Generation or something.
Next Generation.
Next Generation. Who cares? It's Star Trek. Like, why
You're
are we,
all nerds.
Why are we talking about this? Who cares? Yeah, that's pretty annoying. That they're arguing in amongst themselves.
I would have to say a lot of pop punk fan bases
I mean, yeah.
are very easy to get annoyed with, and
Yeah.
like just a lot of people in pop punk just like can come off really really fucking annoying, especially at live shows and all.
It's because they get so like reverential about it,
Mm.
where it's like they can take any random band and turn their lead singer into their personal god.
Yeah.
Like going to like a Wonder Years show, and it's like, oh, Soupy is my lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I fucking love that, man.
They turn it into
Don't
like
get me
a
wrong,
religion.
but like that shit's dumb.
Yeah. I hate.
I don't even have like a set up like praying space for the mountain goats.
Yeah.
You love the mountain goats. Like, I hate anyone whose favorite band is the Ramones. Like, you're an asshole. Shut up. Shut up.
To be honest,
I've met someone recently like that. That's why I'm saying that one.
I don't understand people who like the Clash.
okay. I wouldn't say like I don't understand people that like the Clash
Because the Clash are amazing.
because I love the Clash and I do love Joe Strummer and his solo stuff as well. But
when
I don't
people are like the Clash, the list goes on.
Yeah, when people are like the Clash, the list goes on, and don't like have any other interest within the genre, but only focus on the Clash, or the whole like Joe Strummer is like the new Christ thing. Like I don't get that one either.
I think they're basic.
Anyway,
Says the guy who listens to 4 Year Strong.
Anyway, so
Warrior Strong's good. They're good at what they do, though.
I hate the Blink fan base. That's
Just
not
directed
targeting. That's not
Well,
targeting
no,
you.
like, I'm
That's
trying to
like in
think of,
general.
like-
I'm moving on.
I hate the Blink fan base 10 years ago.
Okay, I hate the Blink
The
fan.
Bing-
The Blink. I can't talk.
The Bing Bing fan base.
I hate
Bing bing ting-a-ling.
I hate the Blink fan base that's like Noah. You know what I mean?
The douchey guys.
Yeah, like douchey, like
So we just hate, but we all just hate douches in
douchebags.
general.
But there's a specific type that like kind of people who don't live in California imagine Californians like we surf all the time and shit
Yeah.
like that. The guys that actually pursue to be like that
Yeah.
and listen to Blink and like
Yeah.
try to talk about how like it got them through something when it didn't
Welcome
really
to the
get
local
them
band.
through anything.
Yeah.
You know? Those guys that kind of they're the reason why people hate Blink 182 and Blink fans because they think we're all kind of this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
The guy who fucking wears sandals in general.
Yeah.
With socks.
The guy who goes to Warp.
Not with socks. Those are old Asian dads.
The guy who goes to Warp every year and explains he's only going for one band, but he's really going there because it's Warped and he wants to be with his douchey friends. Probably
We brought Corona.
Yeah.
messing with girls or something. Like horrible
guy-
people that kind of like ruin this whole genre.
They're
and
the
make us
guys
look
who, when
bad.
the girls go like crowd surfing, they're like tugging at the bras.
I've
Yeah.
seen that shit. And
Yeah.
I fucking slapped a dude because he fucking did that
Yeah,
shit.
it's annoying. I hate cows. I hate this whole cow thing.
What?
The animal.
Are you talking about the punk band?
Because I saw the Wisconsin postcard and I was just like,
No, that's hating Wisconsin.
cow.
I have like a little circle of bands where it's like I hate the fan bases for these bands just because they always get so reverential. So it's like, or it's like when they listen to them, they're like, oh, I'm so indie, I'm so different.
Yeah.
And it annoys me. So it's like bands like Andrew Jackson Jihad,
Oh my god, shut up.
the front,
Like,
the
that
front
name of-
Bottoms, 21 Pilots.
The 20 fun. The.
Oh my god, we all can't talk.
I
for
know.
shit
The
today.
21 Guns.
We've been talking for a while though.
Yeah.
We've been going since noon and it's almost 4. So the 21 Pilot fan base fucking came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because when we saw them open for Fall Out Boy. When we saw them,
Little luck.
literally no one knew about them.
And
then I think it was because of that. I think it was because of that tour they blew the fuck up.
I am
And they-
so convinced that I'm convinced other than Henry that we were the first guys out of like our whole friend group, if anything, in San Francisco to be like, hey, these guys are cool. These guys are dope.
I honestly think
I discovered them later because like
yeah.
Then I'm so convinced that we were the first.
Yeah, we were.
Like
the first time I
anyone
heard
who
it was
went
when we
to
were
that.
driving to Warped Tour and you put on Holding On To You in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone who went to that specific show is the reason why people know about them over here.
Exactly. And that the weird thing is like I'm so convinced our friend Christina fucking loves them. And I'm so
Fanatical.
convinced that she's just going on other people's Twitter accounts like talking about 21 Pilots.
Just to,
Like she's going on her friend like Melanie's and like Elias or whatever.
I mean, her
talking about
Twitter
21
Twitter name actually has like the line
fucking
dash.
slash thing weird
Yeah,
whatever
it's like
logo.
that's just an askew H. What?
they just fucking blew up out of nowhere, and it's like the new album wasn't that great, and so like people,
I actually liked it.
I don't know, it wasn't that big of a
Still
fan.
though, like my big one is like I really hate like devoted Front Bottoms fans
How come?
because they're Front Bottoms fans are like the perfect collection of people who like listen to pop punk, make out to pop punk, and then make crochet lyrics.
I kind of get what you're saying.
I don't think that's their core like.
I
fan
think that's
group though.
I think that's kind of shitty to like aim at their fan base specifically because I think that's just
That's
kind
a
of
lot of.
that's like within the genre, like that's a lot of the people.
I hate
that-
That's
indie
just like a
folk fan
lot of
bases.
fucking pop punk people in
Yeah.
general.
Like I could see that for Front Bottom fans, but I don't
Front
think...
bottom. Front button for
I'm leaving.
We're done.
Front button for
No
front
episode
button.
tomorrow.
Nothing for a Front Bottom. But yeah, I just think within that genre, there's a lot of their fan bases like
Self-aggrandizing,
like
reverential.
you could say that for like Man Overboard. You could say that for even like the
If you say
emo side of
reverential
it.
one more time, I'm gonna throw this microphone at you.
Am
You
I
could
getting
even
too
say-
reverential for you liking it?
Fuck.
You could say that for like My Chem fans and people
Oh
who
my
say
God.
My Chem naturally, like I just did. For like brand new fans, like they're all like kind of annoying.
Yeah. Because
Why are you talking about Cam like this?
there's a good portion of pop punk fans that create problems in their head, and they do that so they have a reason to connect to certain songs. I noticed that a lot.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when and just like the fans that like fuck, what's the word? Like when you're not really a fan, when you can eat fair weather fans.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about here. There's just a certain friend of ours who like you and I had both like a very personal and emotional experience to fuck, why am I blanking on everything right now?
Why am I not figuring out
The
who
plot,
this is?
the plot to Singing in the Rain. Yeah, totally.
You and I had an emotional experience to Flashlight by the Front Bottoms. And our third friend who was there was like, "Oh yeah, me too." And like
When
just
you
like
know-
the way he said it was like, "Did you?"
When you know that one person really likes Maps and only Maps, and Maps is his favorite song because that's the only Front Bottom song he knows of, and doesn't understand that Flashlight is a very emotional and probably
And doesn't understand it.
one
Yeah,
of-
yeah, yeah. Perfected maps.
Did I hit it on the dot? Do I know who who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Annie.
And doesn't understand like
Fuck you, Annie.
and doesn't
You're never coming back on this show.
and doesn't understand like all of the emotion and all of like how that's like one of their best songs.
Yeah.
It's one
It's
of the
just like
most
things like that
emotional
where
ones that they
people like to talk out of their ass about things. It just those people suck. I hope you can agree with us, and thank you so much. Do you have any last minute thoughts?
I was gonna do
I'm
like
gonna
a
close
really
out.
fast like spitting of like 3 main ones that piss me off.
Okay.
Blues Traveler, Spin Doctors, Counting Crows.
Fight Club, Doctor Who, and Fear and Loathing. Those are 3 like ones that I'm just like no.
Creed, Three Doors Down, and Nickelback.
They have fan bases.
Would you still call me Superman?
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Talking Shit. Of course, today's topic was Henry's topic, which was shitty fan bases. If you liked what we had to say, if you have any, like, what are some of the fan bases that you personally don't like, you can leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this video, like that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel for more videos that are funny. We have videos up every weekday. We try to be funny. We're kind of funny.
Like how Henry's just like gone.
Did you get it? Did you get it? He
Yeah,
always
we're
fucking leaves.
We're kind of
when-
funny because we're not kind of funny, but we're kind of funny.
yeah. He always leaves when I'm trying to do an outro, and it's really fucking annoying. Like, I remember, like, we were trying to do an outro for, like, the video or movie trivia show, and he's literally just standing, like, staring at the wall. It's like, dude, I'm doing a thing right now.
Like this is when the teacher's like doing hers before class ends, and the kid's like already like putting his shit away. Like...
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Share with your friends, subscribe to our channel, all that good stuff. And if you want to keep up to date with what we do here at BZG, you can always find us on Twitter at baiazonagamers. I'm at Benandler Chong. Henry's at Henrysaurus. Ricky's at Baldazon96. And our tech guy, who makes all this wonderful stuff, is at 7 Morris, but the O in Morris is a 0. You can check it in the description below. So, thank you so much for joining us today for Talking Shit. And until next time, have a great day full of shit talking and... I don't know. I'm lost today.
Don't like anything. Don't be a fan of anything.
Don't be a fan.
I will
boy.
listen to Air.
Don't be a fanboy. Don't like. You're allowed to be a lightweight fanboy, not a fair weather fan, but you're allowed to like something a little bit and stuff. You're allowed to have enjoyments in the world, but don't be the fucking person that's like, you didn't fucking pre-order Fallout 4? You're a fucking dumbass.
There's a map in my room. With my
more.
baseball bat.
One more, and it's probably like my least favorite thing in the world. It's the whole like, I don't believe in God and I don't want to be Catholic or Christian, so I'm gonna say I'm a Buddhist, but I'm not really Buddhist.
You mean
White people.